Well, hello, hello. We are so glad you are back with us for another episode of Teens Biz Talk. We are super excited for our guest today. Well, okay, hold on. Just give me a minute and we will get into all of the wonderful things that she has done, that she is doing, that she is planning to do in just a minute. Just want to remind everyone that today's episode is being sponsored by Bateman Empowering Educators. At Bateman Empowering Educators, we take away the trial and error method of your teenager learning about money and replace it with a practical blueprint to equip them to create a five-star financial future. So be sure to check on the link below to find out what other resources and things we have available. Also, if you're listening to us on a podcast platform, please be sure to subscribe, like this episode. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, definitely please like and subscribe so that we can continue bringing you all this wonderful information and introducing you to all these amazing teenage entrepreneurs. So today, super excited, we have with us Miss Sanaya Hunt. Hello, Sanaya.
Hi.
Oh, I'm so glad you were able to make time to come and talk with us today. I really, really appreciate that. Sanaya is the CEO of Sassy G Nails. Can you tell us a little bit about that and just a little bit more about yourself?
Yes, so like you said, my name is Sanaya Hunt, and I am the CEO of Sassy G Nails. Sassy G Nails is a 10 free vegan nail care line where I create 10 free polishes, which are also vegan and cruelty free, which means I don't use any harsh chemicals in my polishes. I don't test them on animals, and I don't use any animal products. I have released 2 books. One I wrote with a bunch of other amazing entrepreneurs, and my most recent book was a book I released, and it teaches you the anatomy of your nail and how to take care of your nail. And it just teaches you all the fundamentals and all the things you would need to know and learn about your nails and how to take care of your nails and how to perfectly polish your nails and how to design your nails. And I'm just so glad you could have me, let me join you today. And we get to talk about my business, and yeah.
Wow. So Miss CEO, already 2 books done. And how old are you, Sanaya?
I just turned 13 last month.
Wow. Congratulations and happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
That is wonderful. So how long have you been in this nail world?
I have been in the nail industry for about, I want to say 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
Wow. And so over that time, what are some things that you have seen that maybe presented a type of challenge? For example, I'll give you a little bit more detail of what I mean. So you said your nail polishes are vegan and cruelty free. So over the past few years, right, there's been a bit of a surge of people going vegan, right, or just cutting back on meat and things like that, just being more aware of what's going on. How have you seen the industry change on the end of what you do?
Well, the nail industry is like a lot of nail brands. They focus more on the quality of their products instead of like how their customers benefit from their polishes. But I've seen a lot of brands after like a lot of people spoke out about like the different chemicals that are in polishes and how they affect the body and everything. I've seen brands kind of like try to fix that, or try to they try to fix their polishes and kind of make it so that like they have their customers' best minds. I mean their customers' best their health in mind, and that they can like take care of their customers, and they've like kind of changed their formulas and everything. So yeah.
Okay. So having been in business now for a few years, what type of business challenges have you encountered, and how do you feel as though they've helped you to grow either as a person or as a business owner?
Well, I guess many challenges a young entrepreneur has a lot of young entrepreneurs face is that it's their peers, because there is a lot of
Mm.
like there tends to be a lot of like, I don't want to say jealousy. Well, yeah, I guess jealousy when say a young entrepreneur says, "Oh yeah, I do this, I make this, I sell this and everything." Um a lot of their peers, cuz there a lot of their peers may start to, well, from what I've experienced, I've had a lot of
Mhm.
people try to sabotage me in a way,
Mm.
like saying, "Oh, you should try this, you should try this," like giving me extremely bad advice, like, you know. Um and so I feel like I've just that's like something that I know I've experienced. I feel like it's just like our peers, because there are a lot of people, a lot of like a lot of our peers don't have like this, don't always want the best for us.
Mm. Got you. So in the face of that, what are some things that you do to help keep yourself motivated?
I just try to keep myself around people who I know, like who I trust and who I know are always gonna be there for me, like through the worst, like through the good and the bad. I try to keep myself around my friends who I
Mhm.
trust and everything. And just keeping myself in like the positive environments and like the healthy environments instead of the negative environments.
Got you. So I would imagine between school and work and home and business and fun and anything else that I might have missed, it takes a lot of time away from different things. How do you like manage the time to get done what needs to get done? Kind of how do you prioritize that?
Well, I it has been a lot harder now because last year I was homeschooled, and I was homeschooled for the past 3 years actually. And so that made it a lot easier in my business aspect, because I was able to, like, you know, do the polish that I needed to do. I could take time out of my school day and do interviews and stuff. Like, I had a lot more time. But now I'm going back to I'm doing a private school this year,
Mhm.
and I realized it's a lot harder with like the different after school stuff I also want to take part in, like I cheer and stuff like that. So like
Mhm.
it takes a lot of time um management, and it takes a lot of time out of like just like it's just real, sometimes it can get really stressful. I just gotta take a breather and stuff, you know, and like just really plan out and everything.
Okay. So when you're thinking about something to do with your nail polishes, maybe a new color or, excuse me, adding a type of texture to it or something like that, kind of how do you come up with those ideas? Like, where does your creativity come from?
Well, I've always been told I'm like a really creative person. So like if I have an idea, I'll think about it and figure out different ways I could like kind of have the idea come like out into a product. And when I come up with the product, or when I make the product, I take it to my friends and I have them test it, because like really my friends and my peers are like my target market. So
Mhm.
I'm always going to like say, what do you guys think about this? What should I change about this? So that
Mhm.
I know what I should change before I release the certain product and the certain product.
Okay. All right. That's good to get that kind of immediate feedback to see kind of what might land with people and what they might say,
Yeah.
maybe not, or maybe not right now. Okay. So you had mentioned some people giving you what you refer to as like not the best advice. What is the best advice that you have received?
Um, I guess like the best advice I've received is to know your worth and to just know who your real friends are. Because if you know who your real friends are, then you'll know, like if you know who your real friends are and you know who like the people who are there for you, and like you know the actual people who are there for you, then the people who try to make it seem like they're always going to be for you, but like they're there to kind of like kind of push you off like your track, keep you off course,
Mhm.
it's easy for you to be like, okay, you guys aren't like, y'all don't want like you guys don't want me, like you guys don't want me to be the best me I can be, and kind
Mhm.
of like know who is in your circle and who is like there for you, who's there to encourage you, who's there to uplift you and everything.
Okay. So one other thing I want to talk about. So the term networking, right? Sometimes people think of it in a traditional, like you have to be in a room with a bunch of people saying kind of how hi my name is, right? And certainly you mentioned you were homeschooled for a few years. Now you're back in a more traditional type of school setting. And just with changes that have been going on with the pandemic in our world, how would you recommend other teenage entrepreneurs can actually network with each other to find out kind of what's going on or even make those other type of business connections? I know you'd mentioned one of your books you did in compilation with some other authors. So how would you recommend that teenage entrepreneurs can network with each other today?
Well, when you I feel like, okay, the best way to network for like teen entrepreneurs is through social media, because social media plays like a huge role in today's generation. And like I'm on social media all the time. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I'm on social media all the time. And like I find out about different entrepreneurs or different business owners through social media. So find people with similar businesses to like similar businesses. If you make shirts, find people who make clothing. If you make nail polish, any type of makeup, find people in the cosmetics business.
Mm,
And like when you find people like that, then brand like go and talk to them, like not talk like message them and stuff like that, and kind of
mhm.
like go like, yo, I see you make this and everything, so how about we do like this cool collaboration? My followers get to learn about you, your followers learn about me, and we're kind of like helping each other gain followers, helping each other gain a um more visibility and like a larger fan base and everything.
Mm, that is great. Great. I really like how you brought that in terms of, right, you do nails and someone else does makeup, and then just how that can definitely tie together without necessarily like be in competition with each other, but rather, like you said, collaborating. Very good. Thank you for that. Thank you for that great advice. So we have, wow, talked about quite a bit about your business, what you've done. Um, I really liked one of the things you shared in terms of know your worth. Thank you for that. That is very important during those times when things aren't going great or people aren't saying the best things about us or our business, because definitely that will happen. So I really like that gem you dropped with us, know your worth. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about that we didn't already talk about?
um I guess just I just want to stress like the like just stress this, like during like this time, it's really easy to like kind of fall into like this state of mind where like, oh, I'm not important, I'm not good enough and everything. And just like I just want to like stress, like just know your worth, like know who you are, and just like don't put so much pressure on yourself that
Mhm.
like you're risking your own mental health. Like
Mm,
don't put so much pressure on yourself that you're risking your own mental health. Make sure you know who you are, know your worth, and know that like you are important, you are good enough, and that like just be kind to yourself, like be kind to others, but make sure you're always being kind to yourself. Make sure you're treating yourself with the same respect you treat others with, you know?
wow. That's great. Thank you. Thank you. And what can we be on the lookout for with Sassy G Nails or anything else that you might have planned in your business?
Right now I'm working on some sugar scrubs. So you can be on the lookout for that. Some new product, some new colors. I'm working on that right now. So just be on the lookout for those. And yeah.
That sounds great. And how can my community actually connect with you?
So you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Sassy G Nails. Nails is spelled with a Z. And then you can purchase my products on my website, sassygnails.com. Nails is also spelled with a Z. And yeah, that's where you can find me. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sanaya. Really, really appreciate you taking time, coming to talk with us, sharing your great energy, your words of wisdom, some of your experience. I'm sure that there are other teenage entrepreneurs that are listening to this episode that are able to take away and move forward, maybe even take their business to the next level based on what you shared with us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for like this opportunity and everything.
Sure, sure. And before we go, again, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure also you put on your notifications so you do not miss the next episode that we have. And as a reminder, just want to remind everyone, everything in creation was created with a gift inside of it. That includes you. So go out and share your gift with the world. Until next time.